BBC Radio Solent. Oh, I love a takeaway. I love a Thai takeaway. I love an Indian takeaway as well. It's my Friday night treat. Well, the Akash Indian restaurant in Southsea has officially been named as the best Indian restaurant in the Southeast. This is at the English Curry Awards. Faz Ahmed tells me about the award.
We're the only ones representing Portsmouth. I believe there wasn't any in Southampton. So it's huge. You know, it's really, really big. Really proud because, you know, we're quite an old restaurant, been open since 1978, and this is one of our first awards. We've won a couple of kind of local ones, but this was really huge, and what was really good to see was the South supporting us hugely on sort of social media. You know, the first round was votes, so without the general public, we didn't even got through to the second round. I thought the votes will get them in. That is not going to be the hardest part. But then you've got judges. You send evidence why you are the best restaurant. So really tough. You're up against some really big, you know, Michelin star restaurants. Yeah, social media really blew up. We've had people come in every night saying congratulations.
That's really good. That's so good to hear. So why do you think you won? What's like the best dish then? Have you got a bit of a signature dish at the Akash in Southsea?
Yeah, we've got a bit of a signature dish called George's Karai. But I think several factors. We've been established quite a long time, but we do huge amounts for charity. Tens of thousands of pounds a year we sort of give to charity. Also, obviously, we flew a curry to France, which the BBC covered hugely. So I think for customer service, that's got to be up there. You know, I don't know anybody.
I remember that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. And you're a family business, aren't you? Did your dad start the business back in the late 70s?
Yes, he did. Yeah. He started in the 70s. Still pops in to help us out. He's 82.
Does he? Yeah.
He
can't let go. Yeah, I bet.
He can't let go. He's still in there telling us we're doing it all wrong.
I love him.
Yeah, you know, he's great. But yeah, it's good to have him around.
And so you've had Victorious Festival in Southsea this weekend. I'm just wondering, has Sam Ryder popped in? Have you had the Stereophonics or Primal Scream sit down for a korma? We
generally are quite quiet because sort of most people are over there. But the last couple of years, I can't put my finger on it and understand why. While the festival's going on, we're really, really busy. And we used to open later. So we used to get that late night rush, which used to be really busy. So it finishes about 12, sort of 12:30, we used to get really busy. But we sort of cut our opening hours due to sort of COVID and stuff, and we've just stuck with less hours. We've got a bit lazier, I think. That's probably the best way to put it.
Well, your dad finds out that's not going to be good.
Yeah, he was open early hours of the morning on his own, and then you got us coming in. We're just sort of British-born Southsea lads like, let's just cut the hours dramatically. So yeah, we closed. So we've missed that after the kick out of Victorious Rush. It was on last, sort of 6, 7 o'clock, we're packed. I'm like, I want to go to Victorious, and I can't now. So I'm really upset.
Faz, I have to ask, how are you looking at this cost of energy, the increase in the cost of energy, and how is that going to affect your business going forward? How are you feeling about that?
Oh, it's a huge, huge problem. It's a huge worry. I've got to say, for us, we're kind of lucky because we are... You know, we've had certain things my dad's done, so we've got sort of no mortgage, no rent, which is a massive help, but energy prices doubled. We've got a big building, we've got 3 units. It's doubled. It's really, really worrying. The award has helped massively. We've got busier. It's been really difficult, not just with the energy bills, but few factors. Obviously, you've had COVID, so it's been a bit of a roller coaster. You're shutting, only allowed takeaways. Then you're allowed, you know, eat out, help out comes out. Our takeaway business isn't too bad. So we were all right during COVID, but it's been a roller coaster. And I really feel for the restaurants that are just eating in. They really suffered. So then we've had the hot weather, and people do not want a curry in hot weather. we go so quiet. I mean, especially us, we're a seaside town. Everybody's down the beach. They're having barbecues, they're outdoors. Where it's been a really good, consistent summer, we've had, nearly about 6 weeks, maybe a bit more, really good weather. We've been really quiet through that. If it goes grey, if it rains a bit, it picks up. So it's definitely weather. Okay. And then you've got the energy bills as well, like you've mentioned. So all I can say to people is support your local curry house. Go in there. I know it's tough times. If you do think, we're going to treat ourselves, please, whichever curry house it is, please go in there, because 4 Indian restaurants a week are closing now. It's a very, very, very severe and tough time. The people are calling it a dying trade in the industry because of all the problems. So we don't want to die, and I'm sure you don't want us as an industry to die. We contribute 5.5 billion to the UK economy, the curry houses. We're responsible for employing over 100,000 members of staff. So, please support us as much as you can.
Can you, looking at these rising prices, will you be passing that cost on to the South Sea customer, to the person coming in and buying that curry?
I'll be totally honest with you. We've had to. We've had to increase it reluctantly, really, really reluctantly. And this wasn't a decision that was just taken kind of, when you've got rising cost of food as well, it's not just the electricity and the gas. It's the rising cost of food. It's the rising cost of staff as well. Petrol has gone up. You're backed in a corner. And unfortunately, we've had to... A lot of things were blamed on the war as well, like the oil and the chicken. We've got, if I put it in perspective, 2 items, chicken and oil that we buy, is costing us nearly £500 extra a week. So when you've got things going up at that rate... and that's just 2 items. Everything's gone up, but they're the major ones. What do? Do you just carry on making a loss or not earning anything, or you put it up? So, unfortunately, we've had to, really.
That is such a tough decision, isn't it? Faz, thank you very much. Faz Ahmed talking to us about how he's coping with the business, with the cost of basically everything rising, and saying that, he's had to pass some of that on to the customer. But also talking about how the Akash in Southsea, that is the restaurant officially named as one of the best Indian restaurants the best Indian restaurant in the Southeast. This is at the English Curry Awards. Right, BBC Radio Solent.